Hey friends, how you doing? It's Charles here, and I'm starting my day out like I always do with my dumbbells. And today I want to talk about something that we all hear if we're a part of the disabled community. Okay, not all, but a lot of us here is you don't look disabled, and that can be a wide-ranging statement. It could be a compliment to say, well, wow, you're stronger or faster than I thought a disabled person would be. It could be a passing judgment of somebody saying, well, you don't look hurt, so you're not really hurt. It can, one thing that I always heard was, well, it's all in your head. But, I'm going to be real and candid with you. Though you can't see my injuries, the best ligament I have in my knee was a half torn ACL that may be completely torn by now, amongst other joint and ligament problems that are very, very real that you can't see unless you're a surgeon or you put me in an MRI. Other people, they have invisible illnesses, or tears or different things going on throughout the rest of their body. But, it seems like, it feels invalidating sometimes. It feels, like I said, judgmental and discouraging, even if it's not meant from a place of harm, a place of simple ignorance, which is forgivable and understandable. But, I think it's important that we stand our ground and that we speak up when we hear these things, and we don't just accept those things and let them feed into our mindset. I remember the first time that I actually vocalized that I was disabled. And what I mean by that is I got put at maximum medical improvement very early in my journey. I would say probably a year, if even that long, after my first surgery that went bad. And I was told point blank that I would never walk normally again and that I would have pain the rest of my life. But whenever somebody would ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be back at work here soon. Just a little bit more therapy, just a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. And it was, 2 years straight of like therapy and another surgery and more therapy and occupational therapy and this therapy and that therapy. And I kept getting worse, and I kept saying, well, I'm going to be back at work. I'm going to be back doing this, knowing that wasn't my life, but I couldn't accept the word and the label of disabled because I saw it as something shameful. I saw it as something that came with a stigma. I myself used to judge people that had invisible injuries and illnesses. And so I hate to say it, but instead of changing my mindset, what I did was I turned all of that internal judgment in on myself to a point to where I didn't just have those unseen physical injuries, but I created unknowingly another injury up here, because we take for granted that depression is just something that's, a mindset or something not physically tangible, but, you can develop a very real physical chemical imbalance from prolonged depression, untreated depression. And right now I'm to a point to where I have to take daily my antidepressants because there is a real physical problem in my head caused by depression. I'm not ashamed of that at all. It's a part of life, but it's something that you can't look at me and see that this guy not only has irreparable joint damage that hinders his movement, but a physical chemical imbalance in his head that hinders the rest of his life. And so I think it's important that, like I said, we own who we are. We own our disabilities, our abilities, and we advocate for ourselves. And, learn not to take that you don't look disabled so personally, but correct people and educate people. And I think that a lot of my relationships suffered during that time because I wasn't being honest with myself, so I couldn't have been honest with them. And, I had a lot of people around me listening to me say, yeah, I'm going to be back at work. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that, knowing that that wasn't a reality for me. And so, I think a lot of it was these people took my word for my situation because I wasn't being honest with myself. But you live and you learn. And what's that new saying? We listen, we don't judge. And, we change our mindset, and it's never too late. But it starts with accepting us, our abilities, loving ourselves, and embracing what we can do. I can't stand or walk worth a shit, but, I get my dumbbells going every day. I'm getting physically stronger despite being old and disabled. And as you can see, disabled isn't necessarily unable. And it doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair, walker, or crutches. We all deserve respect and love. Anyway, that's about all I got for today. If you guys, would like to know anything more about me and my journey with chronic pain and disability, hit me up in the comments, share your experiences and your thoughts. I'm not an expert. I'm just a normal cat going through what I go through and trying to share my experience because when I first got hurt, I wish there was somebody that spoke to me in my situation and that could show me that things didn't have to be so bad. So I'm hoping I can do that for y'all if you're dealing with disabilities and chronic pain. And if you don't, but you would like to know more about it, the day in the life of somebody that's dealing with disability and chronic pain, welcome. And if you have a loved one that's dealing with it and you're just trying to figure out maybe what's going on with them and get inside their head a little bit, feel free to use me as a resource. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my lifting, and I'll see you guys later. And if there's anything that you would like a video on or any questions you have for an old cripple like me, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good Friday.